So if you have to build a club MVP for Clubhouse, MVP of Clubhouse, minimal viable product, how would you do that? In 7 days, how would you do that? It's a very intriguing question. It's very thought-provoking, and that's what I want to talk about today. We all know it's very challenging. It's almost impossible to build a real-time audio interactive platform like Clubhouse in 7 days. In 7 days, if you are an engineer, web developer, or app developers, you know how hard it is. And personally, I launched a few dozen of Android, iOS, or iOS apps, and I know how hard it is. And I was also working as a backend web engineer, so I know that's very challenging to build up those kind of backend, front end, even you just build a very simple version of that. So that's super hard. And some people suggested that they will try to do a pre-recorded version, which is not a real-time interactive version of Clubhouse, and to test if people really want to use it. It's almost like an audio tweet. You recorded the 3 minutes or 5 minutes of your thoughts on certain topics on your tweets on the platform, so you don't have to build those real-time interactive things because that's very difficult. If you want to build something real-time, it will become like zero latency synth, and it's super hard to build. And I will argue this kind of pre-recorded solutions won't work because the idea of MVP is to test your hypothesis. And the Clubhouse hypothesis is if people will enjoy this real-time audio chat as a group, right? If you do this in a asynchronous way, then you basically won't be able to test your idea because your idea is real-time. And if you do this in this kind of audio tweet way, it's completely different from the experience that you imagine that people will have when they use your product, which is Clubhouse. So this is not a good solution. In fact, I think it's a bad solution. So how will I go about this? I will invite a couple of my friends, for example, 10 of my friends, into a Zoom call or other conferencing solution. And everyone turn off videos, only use audio. So now we have a situation really, really like Clubhouse. You couldn't deny Clubhouse. Basically, if you turn off the videos of Zoom, it's basically same as Clubhouse. The way that people interact is basically the same. And I would like to invite 10 of my friends and throw some interesting topics that my friends think maybe would be interesting. Maybe I will invite some of my friends, they like sports, or invite some of my friends, they like startups. Invite some of my friends, they like artificial intelligence, and have some different discussion, different sessions with them. Then I kind of will measure how engaging they are, how engaging these sections are. If this really a good way to let people interact. So that's the first thing. And I also do a lot of user interviews with my friends afterwards to see how they see these things. And most important, just the listening, what they say is not accurate because they may just give me some very positive feedback while they don't really think that. Right? So what I will do is I will schedule the next meeting, the next session of these kind of things. And to see if they want to come, because if they really find this kind of experience interesting, and they would like to, they will definitely want to come again. But if they find it's quite boring, it's not very informative, they won't really sign up again, even they are my friends, right? Because they may come for the first time because I asked them, and as a friend, they may not come the second time, third time if they don't feel it interesting. So that's how I will test Clubhouse ideas. And if everything goes very, very well, I will know this idea is what people want. This kind of way of interaction is what people want. So I only when I verify this hypothesis, I will start building the really technical part of Clubhouse, really building a minimum viable product. So first things like I using those kind of Zoom to test is the minimum product. It's not viable. And second step is to build a minimum viable product. So I would say the most important thing is not that it's not about MVP, it's to verify your hypothesis. Because the definitions of MVP vary, and sometimes if you kind of struggle with the word viable, what does it mean by being a viable product, right? You don't know. Then what's really matters is to test your hypothesis very fast. That's all it matters. So that's my thoughts on building a MVP of Clubhouse in 7 days. If you would like to receive more technologies, how to build products, videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. Your subscription is my greatest encouragement to make more videos like this. And other than that, I will see you next time.